Hey Jonathan, let's take a look at your week 3 assignment 3 drawing. The table and the environment are looking a lot better at this point. The table looks good. I think it's looking about how we were seeing it in the last assignment with the one that was working successfully. I think the coloring is a lot better. It's not as dark as that one point that we were seeing. The grain feels good. I think overall it feels good, and the coverage is definitely a lot better. The perspective feels solid overall. I think the only the only overall thing I would say is that you could probably get the bottom leg in the back to be a little bit shorter, because you can see how they should be moving towards a specific kind of vanishing point, and the legs have to kind of coincide with that perspective as well. So you'd be cutting off just a little bit of the back leg so it doesn't feel quite as tall as it does right now, and then the rest of it seems like it's working out really well. The carpeting on the floor, I think, it's good. I'm not sure for me if I would really kind of say that it's a convincing kind of texture for a carpeting. It is a nice kind of texture that differentiates itself from everything else within the scene, which I think is a definite positive, but I'm not actually sure. I couldn't tell you what the actual texture is supposed to be, what you're aiming for. So I don't, in a way it's good, because like I said, you get some really nice separation from the table and from the rest of the elements, the cast shadow, the blue wall in the background, but just on the other hand, you want to try as best you can with textures to get them to actually feel like the object or the texture that you're aiming for. The cast shadow looks good, looks much better than it was working out the last time. Some nice detail with the reflection, some good value adjustments as well, where you've got lighter and darker sides and very, very light sides on the top, which I think is an excellent job on your part of getting 3 distinct value ranges in place. And the table itself is, it's not super complex, but it's definitely not just kind of a simple cube. So I think you did a good job with this one. You picked a good subject matter. You worked with, texturally, I think it works in a lot of places. Good color variation and some good layering, with the marker. So I don't have much other than what I've already said in terms of things to kind of work on. Just kind of keep it up as we move on to the next week, which definitely has a big jump in terms of complexity. And I think otherwise, you're good to go, and we'll just see you then.